I knew what the fuck I was doing, huh? Uh-oh, and where I put that phone. There it is. Okay. What the hell is that thing? Oh. Hmm. There it is. Ah, okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. That's weird. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Right. Let's go. Goodness. right. Quick saves always throw me off because they're at the top of these things, but I believe that this is where I left off last night. Yep. So we are playing the module Aribeth's Redemption by a fellow named Daniel Muth. We have just completed the first quest to redeem Aribeth, so that was quite fun. I learned that I really have to be in the habit of revisiting locations in this game because sometimes places that were locked before become unlocked later. I very nearly missed a sub-quest or two. Kinda did for one, but thankfully I was able to get it another way. But the little bit with the half-orc fellow, I would have missed that entirely if I didn't happen to poke my nose around. So, I better be in the habit. I don't like missing things. Now, where the hell am I? Oh, right. I've decided I'm gonna try to upgrade my weapon. I'm not sure how much it's gonna cost, but I do have a fair bit of gold. Not a shabby amount, so...
Well met.
Alright. Welcome back, brother. Would you like me to upgrade your weapon? Are you offering the same improvements as before? You know, the elf in this picture reminds me a bit of, what's his name? Now I'm blanking on the fellow's name. I mean, I doubt it's based on him because the fellow's quite young and would have been like a teenager when this game came out. Just a weird coincidence. Alright. So I can make it keen, make it a Holy Avenger. That might be nice because I keep forgetting to cast fucking Holy Sword. Add +1, make it regenerating or haste. I think I want to go with the +1 for now. Okay. O valiant Ilmater, add to the virtue of this item, that it be the scourge of thine enemies, for thy righteousness' sake. Okay. I still got a lot of gold. I could probably do this a fair bit. I think I will. I mean, I got nothing else to spend the money on. Okay, would I like to add another? Yes, I think I would. Alright. Please give it another +1. Oof. Okay, that's a bit pricier. Okay. Can I do another +1? Oh, nope, it's got a +6 or greater. So I can go keen, regenerate. I already got the perma haste. Regeneration doesn't do a lot, I think. So I'm thinking maybe keen. Oh, blessed Ilmater, hone this item to a fine edge, the better to cleave through thine enemies. Alright. Still not bad. I wonder if I can put all of them on here. Okay. Oh, why not? Let's put regeneration on it afterwards. Gosh, look at that. Alright, I think I'm probably don't have enough to do any more to it. Once I get everything on this one, I'll do her weapon too. How much would it cost to... How much would it cost? Well, hold on. Oh, it already has that property. Oh, wow. I did have enough. Well, this weapon's a little ridiculous now. Which means that if I have enough... Oh, nope, I don't have quite enough to start doing hers. But... Alright, let's see. Is there anything else I can do to it? I don't... Okay, I don't have enough money. That's fair. I think I've pretty much done everything I can to it anyway. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so undead bonus +5, +6 regular bonus. I don't know if it stacks or not, but I don't think it matters at this point. Haste, Holy Avenger, Keen, and Regeneration +1. That's ridiculous. That is really fucking ridiculous. Okay. I could have sold that, I suppose. Aside from that, I think I've pretty much sold what I can sell for now. But, I'll be back, because I'm going to want to upgrade her weapons after. I think. She's more badass than I am anyway, so. I think it'll be okay. Alright, so as I recall, we were going to go up that very steep entrance. Okay, one required act has happened. One required act, and visit the Heiress. Alright, she proved impossible to turn down. Let me see. Is there anything else I did not visit in the overworld? Map. See, those are the dwarves. I've been here, and those are just little packets of stuff. There's not people there. I can't get into here. Alright, okay. Then we're good. Alright. So I guess I can talk to Mart, that guy again. And see if he's got anything new to say. Probably not.
Hello to you.
Alright. Well, might as well sell that one thing while I'm here. There we go. I am ridiculously broke now. That's okay though. Hopefully I can kill a whole lot of shit. Alright, play at the church. It would be funny if I spent all of my money. Alright. Aribeth, you coming? Okay. I am technically the sidekick, but I walk first. I do kind of like every time I talk to a new NPC and they immediately ignore me and talk to her. That makes me laugh. I quite enjoy that. Alright. Oh. Where am I now? Oh. It just went straight up here. That's not what I expected. I expected that it went a little farther, to be honest with you. Okay. There's a dragon statue. Okay. What the fuck's over here? Can I get over there? Guess not. Alright. Oh, an ancient shadow dragon. Well, it seems like I'm about to try to kill this thing. Can I knock down a dragon? Probably not. Whoa. This could be a problem. Did I save? There we go. That's better. God, this thing's hard to hit. And I probably should have rested, come to think of it. Because Aribeth's not doing too well. I would rather she not die. So... I'd also rather not waste a healing potion, but... oh well. We'll get her anyway. There we go. I still got 4. She might have been okay. Hard to say. But it wouldn't have been very gentlemanly. To just let her get killed by a shadow dragon. I feel like that would be an ungentlemanly thing to do. I don't know for certain. It's just kind of a feeling. Why is there a house on top of a monastery? That's weird. Well, I guess it's a chapel. Looks like a chapel, I guess. Stop. Before opening this door, you will need to take from Aribeth any items you have given her, and her sword if you have had the Elvinsmith modify it. Please take a moment and get everything except her armor, the church alliance tokens, and her sword, unless it has been modified. Once you open the door, there will be no opportunity to take her things before saving your character should you wish to. Hello, Merig. How are you? Okay. Oh, okay. I see. This is indicating to me that we are approaching the end of the module, Aribeth's Redemption 1. There are 3 parts. Because it's telling me that I have to strip my companion. Okay. So I want to keep, she should keep her armor, but I need to keep, I need to take everything else. The other one had some sort of database that would keep it intact, but to be honest, I don't have any technical ability, so I'm not judging. At least he's giving us a warning. That would suck to go through this and lose everything that I put on her. That would very much suck. Alright. Well, I need the boots. Definitely. Probably don't need the stake anymore, but I'll put it in there. Shield. Technically, I am the concept of monarchy among squids. Folks mistake that a lot for being a squid monarch, but I'm more of like a main character in a Chuck Tingle novel, except without the pounding. Speaking of, I highly recommend Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt. It's surprisingly interesting world building there. You wouldn't expect it. Alright. Let's see. I didn't do anything to her armor, as I recall. God, look at that. That is nice armor. I don't believe I paid to upgrade her sword yet. I did not. That's how it started. And these things I can leave on her. 1/3 full. 1/5 full. Alright. Okay. Feel weirdly guilty stripping my girlfriend naked. Alright. Probably don't need to have the module name and the save game name anyway, because it shows it, but let's go.
Excuse me, but before we go any further...
Yes, my lady. I'm afraid we can't go on from here. Old What's-His-Name hasn't written the next part of our journey. I've got the next one. She's right, Sir Stephen. Now would you care to save your character for later, assuming you retrieved Aribeth's gear? Yes, I will save my character. I've been exported. I'm afraid we have to stop here. What do you think of the journey so far? Okay. Well, I think it's gone well. The story's pretty good and the dialogues are well written. I thank you on behalf of old What's-His-Name. We have done something anyway. The official campaign is pretty much complete. You should have some idea of where things are headed by now. Are you ready to continue on? Is there any more to do, or do we have to wait for a sequel? Well, once again, old What's-His-Name has to write our adventures from here on. We have a fair amount before us. It looks like we have an extended underground journey towards the mountains, then several options for quests will likely open up. But will it ever stop being quite so linear? We should have more options once we reach the mountain, finish my church quests, and settle me into one of the 4 class options available to me. Cleric of Helm, Monk of Ilmater, Paladin of Tyr, or Champion of Torm. We should have more options regarding places to go and deeds to do. Okay? I can't wait. That's nice to hear. In the meantime, you and I get to spend some time here getting to know each other better. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Alright. Alright. Well, that was the end of the first of the 3 modules. From what I understand, the story is complete, because I remember peeking and seeing a bit of the ending of the 3rd module on YouTube. So, I know there is an ending. Just gotta get there, I suppose. Gosh. Alright, well, I suppose I should click Aribeth's Redemption 2. This module is part 2 of a continuation of the official campaign for male characters of good and or lawful alignment. Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand has been convicted of dereliction of duty for allowing herself to fall under the spell of Morag and is now banished from Neverwinter. She must perform 8 heroic deeds to be put right with the Church and the Lord's Alliance. You have joined her on your quest. Together you have completed the first 2 quests. I'm curious about what this is. That one doesn't give any storyline spoilers. Too bad. Play. Select pre-made character. Alright. I am probably going to have to at one point pull out the character organizer and get rid of some of these, but I guess for right now it's not a big deal. Just so you can appreciate the romance novel pantslessness cover. He is indeed not wearing any pants, even in his portrait image. I didn't come up with that out of nowhere. Alright, let's see. Some obscure corner of the Underdark. Ooh. After a long, dark journey through a straight tunnel with no side exits. Am I in the right one? I guess I am. I hope I loaded the correct one. I didn't load 3. Okay. After a long dark journey through a straight tunnel with no side exits, you and Lady Aribeth finally step through an archway into a wide open subterranean area. So, my lord, we emerge at last. That was a weary long time to spend in such close darkness. I'm gonna go with this one. Your company made the journey seem as but a moment. My lord, if ever again I must walk through a dank, dark, stifling, interminable corridor, I pray that it will be in your beloved company. Where do you think we are? It's difficult to say. Some corner of the Underdark, I would imagine. Hopefully a little noticed one. A little noticed corner, you say? Do you fear anything specific? I know only what I've heard in tales or read of. Have you not wandered the lands of the north? Have you never entered the Underdark before? In my youth I hunted orcs, but they dwell near the surface. During my years in the service of Neverwinter, I dealt with few, if any, subterranean threats. There. We, of course, had no idea that an entrance to the Underdark itself lay so near the city, or we should have been more watchful, and I might well have come hither. Then you know little of the Underdark. I have experienced neither its terrors nor wonders personally, yet am not without some store of knowledge. Then between us we should be prepared for whatever its depths may have in store. Then let's be on our way. Okay, well, I want to recap. Let's recap the last game. First, I should like to review where we have been. Very well. What should you like to discuss? Okay. I wish to review how and where we first met. I'm just curious about this recapping. Sorry. You were one of many volunteers who answered my call to aid the city of Neverwinter, beset by a mysterious plague. You found the ingredients to concoct the cure and pursued the traitorous Dester and my innocent love Fenthic when the cure was stolen. Continue. Fenthic was put to death in a miscarriage of justice, influenced, as it turned out, by the real enemy, Morag, queen of an ancient race that sought to return to the lands. I despaired and failed to prevent this Morag from taking over my thoughts, causing me to betray Neverwinter, leading an army of orcs and sellswords to war against Neverwinter. I think it helps to know what the point of view of this game is of the previous game. You thwarted the enemy's plans and rescued me from her clutches, eventually slaying her and returning to Neverwinter. I returned to Neverwinter to accept the city's justice and was imprisoned as a traitor. Upon your return from Morag's realm, you were met by Lady Sharwyn and escorted to Erin Gend. Those who were under Morag's spell were caused to fall into a magic sleep. Ere it took you, you aided Lord Nasher, Sovereign of Neverwinter, in a fight against a red dragon, who told you about how completely under the spell of Morag I was. 3 other dragons were in the area and left without a fight, acting strangely and making veiled threats. I do remember that part. Continue. You came to my cell, where sleep took you for several days. When you awoke, you met with Lady Sharwyn and Sir Aaron regarding the fate of the city. You were told I was to go on trial and were sent to Lord Nasher, who knighted you and bade you speak for me at the trial. After some time in Neverwinter, you came to the Hall of Justice for my trial. Meanwhile, I had been meeting with my old confessor, Anadriel Windless, Hyrus of the Church of Ilmater. The trial was held by Lord Nasher with representatives of the Church of Tyr, Torm, Helm, and Ilmater. Actually, the Ilmater one didn't show up. And representatives of the Lord Alliance acting as advisories. An investigation had been conducted by a paladin of the Order of the Radiant Heart. You and he answered the advisory's questions. Continue. I was found not guilty of treason, but guilty of dereliction of duty, in failing to recognize Morag's attacks for what they were, and for failing to seek help either from the church or the city. Because others were at fault as well as I was not sentenced to death, but rather banished from Neverwinter for 10 years, and have had my citizenship permanently revoked. I am to be considered dead by the citizens of Neverwinter. In addition, I have been ordered to perform 3 acts of subrogation. Still not sure I'm pronouncing that right. In order to be reunited with the Church, and have 5 deeds to perform on behalf of the Alliance. Each of these institutions have provided me with a vial that will magically fill partway with each deed. Once my deeds for the Church are done, I may join one of them as either a monk of Ilmater, a champion of Torm, a cleric of Helm, or a paladin of Tyr once more. I don't know which one I want to do, actually. My first deed on behalf of the Church involved the investigation of some disturbances below a monastery of Ilmater just outside the walls of Neverwinter. We defeated in turn a series of undead Yuan-Ti, trolls, fire giants, and finally vampires, who in life had been members of the old Morag cult. Yes, I got to stab them. It was fun. Behind the attacks was the vile Sislik, a former high priest of Morag who had become a demi-lich. He'd stolen the souls of a number of plague victims and resurrected them in hopes of using their souls to bring Queen Morag back. He planned to betray her in the end as well. It's a lot of effort to bring someone back just to betray them. We defeated Sislik and his minions and rescued the resurrected plague victims. For cleansing the caverns below the monastery of Sislik's evil, I was awarded with 1 church quest completion. I now have 2 left. For rescuing the plague victims, I was rewarded with 1 alliance quest completion. I now have 4 left. Continue. After the defeat of Sislik, we were tasked with following his trail backwards. We emerged from the tunnels below the monastery, slew a shadow dragon, and entered a second tunnel that led us to the Underdark. And dialogue. Well, I now know where we are.
Yes? What is it?
Let's stop and talk a moment. Okay. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on your trial and sentence. I am trying to be grateful for Lord Nasher's mercy. I cannot as yet be entirely comfortable with having my life spared, yet the decision was made by my lawful sovereign. Given the reasoning he and the advisories presented at the trial, I cannot gainsay his decision, but I would know what you think. You were not permitted much say in my fate at the trial. What would you say? I think, if anything, your sentence overly harsh. Yeah, we'll go with that. You do? What would your decision be concerning my fate? I suppose my thought would probably be 2 or 3. But I think Stephen's very rose-colored glasses, so he's going to go with 1. He would have found her innocent. You cannot be to blame for what the enemy did to you. I cannot agree. I was derelict in my duties as a paladin while we were in Port Last. It was my responsibility to be able to tell the difference between a dream and an enemy attack. I sensed that something was wrong, but refused to admit it. I was too proud to accept that fact of my vulnerability. I confided in no one, not even you, despite my claims of friendship with you. How can you find me innocent? I'll go with this one. You confided enough. I should have aided you more. Blame yourself if you must, my lord. It does not make me innocent. It was I who failed you in port last. I and Aaron, as he admitted after the trial, and Lord Nasher and the church. My lord, responsibility was given me then, and I failed in it. I cannot blame others for my own errors, and I will not. But I thank you that you wish me absolved. But I do not think that you are being as just as Lord Nasher. What does this even mean? My lady, you are as much a woman as a paladin. Both you and Nasher expect too much. That's a weird line. In the advisories, they all said as Lord Nasher did. Accept mercy, Lord, as long as it is dispensed by those in positions of lawful authority. The desires of a love-struck paladin are another matter. It's now you who are unjust, lady. I speak not out of blind love, but an earnest concern that justice be assuaged by mercy. Lord Nasher and the others let the perfect become the enemy of the good in sentencing you to banishment. How so? No mortal can be expected to withstand the pressure you endured, yet they punished you doing what no one could have avoided. You were convicted of not seeking help, but were in a position where you could not do so. You may well be right, though I do not see it so. If you think my conviction unjust, why do you honor it by joining me in my quest? Out of love. Sure, why not? We'll say that. The lady's countenance softens. She looks at you with a faint gleam. Nor I from you, but our feelings for each other are not themselves redemptive. I am forgiven neither by affection, however deep, nor by mere deeds, though they may remit the consequences of some of my failings in this world. It is to the heavens that I must look for redemption. Then why all the striving here? Neither deeds nor feelings save us, my lord, but that does not spare us the necessity of acting out our part. I do as I must. You join me out of love, and for that I am deeply grateful and deeply touched. I understand. She grasps both of your hands. Don't misunderstand me. I feel deeply for you, and I wish to be with no other. I speak only of the limitations of earthly love, not of its delights, not of its profundity. You grow daily more dear to me. Oh, okay. And you to me, lady. I would that you had not been convicted, or at least not given so harsh a sentence. Since I cannot undo it, I will bear it with you. And with you, my hardships melt into joy, but have more of them to face. Let's be about our quest. Very well. Is there anything else you might say? Ah, okay. This one's interesting. I'm just going to keep talking to her for a while. I'm not moving on with the plot. You can just be bored. Sorry. I would like to know, lady, if you have any thoughts on which of the churches you should join when the time comes. Oh, my lord, I plan to leave it up to you. Why would I? You shouldn't let me decide this. This is your decision, lady. You're abrogating your responsibility. Okay. Well, tell me your thoughts on your restoration as a paladin of Tyr. Oh, my lord, to become once again a paladin of Tyr, it should feel like my restoration were complete. Having been delivered from the past, I should again enter a known realm. Only, it would not be the same, for I would not be the same. I feel like my thought is following justice would maybe not be the best option for her. She reminds me of a character in a Janny Wirtz novel. And in that series, certain characters have, it's an idiotic concept. The writing's good. It's just like, I feel like in character, the characters who did this were idiotic. They imprinted these family lines with these traits that got exacerbated over the years. So one character's family's trait is compassion, and that was a terrible idea. Another character's trait is justice. But the problem is, like, it's an unjust world, and there are way too many situations that come up where there's no immediate clear right or wrong answer. Even if there are, there's no immediate way to fix it. And it really starts tripping that character up. And it becomes very difficult, and eventually the character has something of a fall to darkness through outside influence. But You could see the seeds already. And I feel like Aribeth is kind of a similar character. It's like, I think she's so... I think if... Regardless of what you think of what happened to her, like what happened to Fenthic was unfair. And real world justice can't be completely fair. I feel like she has trouble processing that idea. And thus, maybe following a deity of justice would not be the best option for her come again. That's my thought anyway. But I don't know. We'll see how the story goes. And how do you see yourself different? My lord, I have been cast from the height of honor, love, and universal acclamation to the depths of hatred, despair, and betrayal. I loved and was loved. I lost and was lost. I have been restored, and I seek to restore that which I can. Through your valor, Lord Nash's lenience, and the city's patience, I have been given a chance to reclaim some semblance of my former self. But it could never be the precise self that was cast away. The young, cocksure, brittle elven girl whose service you once entered has been lost to all the world and will not be making a return. Does her disappearance signal a loss of innocence or naivety, of certitude, or of overconfidence, or of vigor, or of diffidence? So, perhaps it's all of them at once. Perhaps. We all mourn the youth that was, and rejoice in the wisdom for which it's exchanged. The bargain has been for me one hard to come by. To return to its starting point, to be once again a paladin of Tyr, this time closer to the sort of paladin I ought to have been, should be a great blessing. Then is this the direction that you would wish to take? I thought I made it clear. I wish to leave the matter up to you. You are my rescuer and my only love. I will do this in the matter that you bid. Restoration as a paladin of Tyr should be like a gratifying second chance. A chance you hope to make the most of? My lord, I have never been convinced that Lord Nasher's mercy at the trial was anything other than gratuitous. I have no choice, however, but to accept his decision as lawful and right. I'm glad he has given me the chance to be with you. Okay. Let me make a note. I have earned honor as a paladin of Tyr before and could do so again. Of this I am confident, and of this I am sure. Your companionship has transformed the journey from a duty to a joy, from an onus to a delight, from a punishment to a prerogative. To be a paladin again with you would be to live my life again, only this time getting it right. That's a kind of, I think, a lot of pressure to put on a person. I don't think there are therapists on Faerun. I think maybe therapists on Faerun would be a good idea. Right. Okay, so I've heard her thoughts on being a paladin of Tyr, and you've heard my thoughts. But the others are kind of interesting. Now, the interesting thing about her becoming a champion of Torm is that being a champion of Torm is a prestige class. So I suppose she'd keep her fighter levels for that, and then become a champion of Torm that way, where the others would involve... I wonder how that would work. It's kind of interesting thought. Okay, tell me your thoughts on becoming a champion of Torm. It would be as if I were making a complete break with my past. While many of a servant of Tyr knows Torm all too well, as he, Tyr, and Ilmater are so closely aligned, my experience in Neverwinter was of Tyr alone. Through the Hierus, I learned something of Ilmater, and in Neverwinter I often worked closely with Helmites. I've had little foundation in Tormite rites, and I think the experience should be quite new. Do you wish to escape your past? My lord, the past is a great part of who I am. I cannot deny that there are shadows there that I would lief forget. But there is no virtue in the past's denial. Indeed, I saw forgetfulness of the past in its most vulgar form when I served the accursed Morag. I knew not where I had been, and therefore knew not who I was. In the enemy's service I had no past, or rather only such past as she saw fit for me to remember. My anger and bitterness at Fenthic's execution, and so had no sense of self. By removing my past from myself, I had become a cipher, no one. We are, my lord, what our past has made us. To deny or forget our history is to lose ourselves. The future has no existence. It may or may not someday come. It cannot, unlike the past, be truly known. It can never be experienced, for in doing so, it becomes the present. We must prepare for it, but only in the present. The past and present, these actually exist, and must be honestly faced. The future never truly is, though it may come. Yet again it may, and we must make some provision against that possibility. That we must. And one possibility would be for me to enter Torm's service. To this task I would bring my years as Kyr's paladin, as well as my most recent experiences. As well as me. I get to come too. Her countenance softens. She looks at you with shining eyes. Indeed, my lord, you are most welcome, as long as you wish to stay with me, and as long as the fates allow. Are you saddened? No. I only take joy in your companionship. Any other questions? So, okay, what about a monk? I would feel as the fulfillment of many things. So I'm not against Torm. I was once rescued by the Ilmatari. I've long been close to my confessor, the Hierarch of Ilmater. I was most glad, following our recent defeat of the vile Sislik, to be able to give something, however menial, back to such folk. To become one of their number would seem to bring my life full circle. You seem eager to take this step. She does seem more enthusiastic about this than the others. I leave the decision to you. I hope to make clear that I shall find joy in any decision you make. The Ilmataries seek to find the redemptive aspects of suffering. Since I have experienced no small amount of suffering, it would make sense to join with them in the search. Well, my character actually is Ilmatari, so I guess I'm stuck with going with 3. I've long admired them. That said, I'm not sure it's a great idea to have her be continuing to seek out suffering. That might be a... That might be a bad idea given her patterns in the past. And I feel like Helm would just be a bad idea in general. Too many connotations. Okay. Well, let's go with 3. I'm actually taking some notes. Trying to decide if I am going to make this decision. I want to make it a satisfying one. So, as well you should, though they are not without problems. The Hierarch has mentioned more than once the difficulties she encounters occasionally with zealous adherents who seem to prefer the masochistic to the redemptive. I think that Stephen falls into that category. He is on board with the masochistic. Physical pain can bring about trance-like states and mislead the ascetic into believing that he has touched his god when it is only his mind reacting to his body's condition. In a world such as ours, suffering is unavoidable. To actively seek it can be self-abusive. To shun it entirely can be self-absorbing. To face head-on the unavoidable pains of life in this world can be transformative. I hope to learn from what I have suffered. I think that the Ilmatari can help me seek this wisdom that can come from examination of and reflection on that way which has come my way. So she seems to have a good grasp of it. So I'm probably leaning to Ilmatari because she seems the most enthusiastic about it. And while I can see the whole self-sacrificing thing being a possible issue, she does seem to have a pretty good grasp on the idea. So maybe then. I don't like any of these. I feel like Stephen's kind of centering himself in that. So I'm just going to go, I hope I can be of help. She looks deeply into your eyes. My lord, you have been a true godsend. I honor, esteem, and love you more with each passing day. I never cease to be grateful that you are here with me, to listen, to look to hold when I am troubled. I have not held such a companion before. Never? I was pretty alone when I lost my family. Or I was alone when I lost my family. I had pretty nearly recovered from that blow when Fenthic came into my life. He helped in other ways, but then I was alone when I lost Fenthic. I was alone when Morag attacked. I was alone under her spell, and I was alone, always alone, until you rescued me. It was you who lay by my side in prison. It was you who'd walked with me in dark places poor Fenthic could never have trodden. It is you who fought beside me as I sought the first glimmerings of my redemption. It is you that the gods have prepared me for all my life. It is you that I've truly loved, and I shall never love another as I do you. Aribeth, she holds a finger to your lip. Please, have you any more questions? So let's talk about Cleric of Helm. It would be most fulfilling. During my time in Neverwinter's service, I worked closely with many a servant of Helm, as he and Tyr were the official gods of the city. I have always admired the Helmite sense of order, duty, and clarity. I should very much rejoice to enter his service. would be as if I had been lifted on both Neverwinter and wings. You still care so for Neverwinter? She was my home for many a year. There, I was no longer lonely, vengeful, or contrast. There I was a champion, a heroine beloved and admired, and this was right, for I had earned both love and admiration. For the only time in my life, I too felt admiration for what I'd become. And since you've left? I left the city's service when I abandoned my post in Port Last. I betrayed my people when I gave Morag leave to torture my dreams. I failed them, and I owe them a great debt. Becoming a cleric of Helm is a way to continue to carry them in my heart. So, is this your preferred path? As I've said before, I leave that decision to you. I like imagining that she sounds a little annoyed at this point. Though entering Helm's priesthood, I should be drawn somehow closer to the people of Neverwinter. There were people that I gladly served before and would gladly serve again. And I would gladly serve them with you. Alright. Okay, so we've discussed all 4 options. Let's save. So I don't want to really go through all these things again. Okay. There we go.
Yes? What is it?
Alright. Let's stop and talk for a moment. Well, what do you see in the future for the 2 of us? I see several possible fates, all of them dark and frightening. I fear I am doomed, my lord, to betray those I love, to lose them to the void of death, and myself to fail, to fall, to perish, but in dying find no peace. It rends my heart to hear you speak so. I speak only of what I see in my heart. My fate is dark, sad, and painful, as it has ever been. You cast yourself only into the same abyss by joining your fate to mine. Better you should be as Neverwinter and count me dead. For dead in my sins I am, and dead to your love I should be. I will reach out to her. You cannot help but love me as the moth cannot abandon the fire, and I cannot help but love you as the serpent who cannot retract her fangs when she is bitten. We are lost, both of us, and that heavy weight of earth above will smother us both in our graves. I think Aribeth's not having a good day. Is that it? Is it aught but darkness and the stifling that speaks? Perhaps it is so. I feel a weight, a deadness in my heart that aught but a sword through my breast would seem capable of putting to rest. I cannot cry, but I cannot hear hope either. Perhaps, if you take me from this place, perhaps we can converse without the deadening weight of the depths pressing on my soul. Perhaps in the light above I can see hope. Perhaps there I can answer your question. Okay. I will ask again when we've emerged from the Underdark. Thank you. Alright.
Yes?
Any new conversation topics? Nope. That's pretty much it. Okay.
Is there something else I...
Alright. Well. My lady friend appears to be suffering from some depression, rather understandably. Alright. Now where the fuck am I going? Fucking Underdark. Ooh. Up? Can I get up this way? Can I get over this way? I don't know. No, I'm trapped on this fucking ledge. Why? Why? Oh no, this will let me down. Okay. Behold.
Excuse me, but before we go any further...
Yes? I've told you much of myself, but I've heard little about you. Ooh, I get to establish backstory stuff, I guess. You could have asked. No, I'm not going to be rude. My story's not an exciting one. The most interesting thing about him is the lack of pants, after all. I'm here with you. Does that not suffice? I have no wish to pry. Yes, it would do so nicely. Huh. Well, I don't want to make it like about, you know, you never asked, but I'm on board with talking about it with her. Okay. Oh, you could claim to be the son of the ball spawn. Interesting. We are exceedingly prominent family. No, I think based on the story I have invented for the Sons Pantalon Lioness family, I think the prosperous but unknown makes sense. Indeed. I've said that I think they're just outside Waterdeep. So, I don't think they live in the city. I think they live in like a country estate. I'm from the region of Waterdeep. Oh good, it's on here. Neat. I get to establish my own backstory. Then please tell me. Oh, wow. I can say that my family is close. I can say that my father was murdered by unknown assailants, and I left home seeking justice. I could say that my father is a cruel man, and I wish to make up for his evils. No, I think the Lioness family is reasonably close. I'm kind of the black sheep, in the sense that I'm off venturing out into the world. They're more homebodies. If they produce such a gallant son, they must be fine people indeed. Let's see. A prosperous business. Large farm. Yes, I think this one works. That they are. My parents live as landed gentry. I still think they basically... I see them as being like... having been romantically involved, shall we say, with quite a few noblemen who eventually got the idea that that it was kind of embarrassing to have, like... affairs with these commoners, so they just elevated my character's family eventually. So, in an obscure town, their spacious home frequently doubles as a meeting place for local folk and even a guest house for out-of-town visitors. Every traveler who passes the night sleeps the better and emerges somehow cleansed by the experience. I wish to make all the world somehow like that home. We'll go with that one. You make me long to visit the place. I mean, you're wearing pants, so they might look at you all funny. That I'm sure you will one day do. Perhaps one day we shall make such a life as theirs. Is that a proposal? Would that it could be, but I deem the time unripe, and so I think do you. Consider it in earnest until such time comes. That I shall. You make me glad as if I had given you my hand already. You make me glad that I left such a home, for I shall return all the richer. Oh, well. She kisses him tenderly. You start to speak, but she puts a finger to your lips. Hush. I wish only to dwell in such a moment a little longer. Come, take my hand, and let us be on our way. I'm quite happy. I got to establish a canon for my character that's reasonably close to what I had invented for myself. I quite like that. So, no, down this way. There's a Beholder Cave, an unused cave entrance, and possibly a few other things here. Well, I don't necessarily mind killing a Beholder. What's up here, though? Oh, it's some deep growth. I remember seeing those in the books. They are apparently quite tasty. A locked cave. Can I get up there? I can. Alright. Well, I'm feeling like going to this Beholder Cave might be a good idea. On account of, I don't mind killing Beholders. Let's save. All right. Let's go in. All right. What is a Valis? Bold surfacers, pray do not attack. We are no match for you. You speak first without striking. That's not the sort of behavior we've been taught to expect from one of your kind. My kind? My kind? Think you that I was born in this hideous shape? That my mother suckled a brood of 8-legged abominations? Perhaps you think we drow relish the thought and experience of our bodies being twisted into the Spider Queen's minions, our minds evaporated of all but hate and bloodlust. Perhaps you wish such a thing yourself. I would at least, as lief not, thank you very much. But her, oh, so exalted majesty, has seen fit to do with me and my companions as she pleases. The Drider has arisen to a threatening posture, but suddenly relaxes. It is difficult, Surfacer, to retain some sense of civility in these hideous bodies. Our every instinct is to kill and rend flesh, heedless of the prowess of our opponents, and even when it is worn as obviously as yours. But hold our tempers we must, for we are near a cure, and to escape this abominable curse, even if only to be slain, would be a greater boon than continued life itself. You are under enchantment? Oh no, would that our situation were so simple. We are, in fact, what you see here, Driders, hideous beasts that wish nothing more than to slaughter your children and suck their living blood. But you're not always as you are now. We are all of us born and bred drow, but we have each of us offended the Spider Queen in some way or another. I am Valis. My offense was so long ago and so minor I can scarce remember it. Hurinian over there was slow in offering a sacrifice. Rabalus yonder was deemed a failure in sexually servicing some priestesses. Ephingia abandoned the Spider Queen for the worship of eyeless Stray. And so we have each been cursed to these hideous shapes and cast out from our civilized lives. We have each wandered the trackless holes of the Underdark, searching in vain for some ray of hope, some chance to bring our curses home to the Spider Queen and her overfed cult. One by one we found each other, drow in Drider form, who could still reason and still summon the wit to hate the Spider Queen and all she stands for. Together we have searched the Underdark in hope of restoration, and together we have come to this place, near the last leg of the search. We found this unused back entrance to the Eye Tyrant lair, and here we have made such a home as we can. There's game enough for us hereabouts, to hunt, and water below. Our only problem has been to avoid the Eye Tyrants and not alarm their Neblin rats in the village yonder. Ooh, there's a village. Neat. And has something in particular brought you here? The chance to be asked ridiculous questions. Gods, but we should like to have your kind in the arena. The creature rears up again in obvious wrath before once more, with slightly more difficulty calming itself. Somehow we each escape the destruction of our minds. Perhaps the Spider Queen does such things on purpose, at times as a further torture. I know not. At any rate, our minds are clear, and have some divining magic available. And have you found something nearby? In the hole yonder, beyond the abandoned bridge on the lake, the signs indicate a cure for our condition may be found. Okay. We know not what lies beyond the entrance, and have been unable to breach the entrance. So, beyond the abandoned bridge, okay. The only way to the bridge is through the door in the Neblin village. For the longest time we could not approach for fear that the little vermin should detect us and make it impossible to pass through. However, since the Eye Tyrants attacked the village, we've been able to sneak undetected to the door, but it is locked. By my art, I have verified that the village priest has the key, but of course we can't get it from him. We're not exactly built for stealth anymore, and given our present forms, we can't possibly convince him to render us aid. We could murder him, but that's a frustrating situation. Our every instinct is to kill the little rat creature, rend its flesh, and take the key. I intend to do so if you refuse to aid us, but Ephingia over there insists that I do not do so. She insists on defending even the weakling gnome rats in the name of her god, her cringing, squirming, weak-willed little deity, whom she honors and whom I would not. But I owe you no explanation, Surfacer. I will kill this Renebly vermin and take what we need if you do not help. The sooner then I may be avenged on the Spider Queen, curse her. And if we help you, we have magical items that may be of use to you. Indeed, and what do you have to offer? We have dwelt here for some time. Oh, that reminds me, I should rearm Aribeth. And have fabricated some items that will be of help. We have a rod of transport that will send up to 3 targeted creatures to a specified location, and have cloaks of magic detection that may aid you in fighting the Eye Tyrants, but first you must aid us. And how may we do that? Obtain the key from the Sir Neblin High Priest. Enter the tunnel at the southeast corner of their village. Pass through to the bridge, and enter the tunnel beyond. The cure lies somewhere through that tunnel. Bring it to us, and I will give you the magic items I described. Alright. Uh-oh. What captives in the gem? I think maybe I'm doing this out of order. Okay. We do not relish being in debt to such as you. However, such is the way of things. We'll accept what help you can give us with what little grace we are capable of. Alright, so there's something about captives and a gem that I suppose I'm going to need to figure out what the fuck that's about. Have you come to aid us, officer? Who are you? I am Hirinian, and was the eldest daughter of House Merzandia. Failed and fallen, cast out and cursed with this form. You failed in an attempt against your mother? Indeed not. My mother and I had an understanding that together, against my elder sisters, we would rule House Merzandia. And we did, until at last one of my sisters succeeded. I had been away, purchasing slaves, and arrived to find my escort under attack. We fled to the sanctuary in the Temple of Loth. Temples of Loth offer sanctuary to fugitives? Okay. Okay. Alright, well that's easy enough. Okay. Temporary sanctuary from rivals is offered on condition of sacrifices and gifts to the land and slaves to the church. If the fugitive is later successful, it is one of the ways the church gains power. I sacrificed the slaves I had brought, made the usual promises of land, slaves, and wealth, and set out to avenge my mother. Taking advantage of various rivalries among my sisters, I moved myself into a position to climb back into power. I joined with my younger sister, Jishna, and together we applied various forms of subterfuge, goading our elder sisters to betray one another. In time, Jishna and I, much like our mother and I, were almost in position to control our house. But you didn't succeed. Jishna did. I do not know when she learned of my earlier debts to the church, but she rightly chose not to lose power to the priestesses of Lolth. I, of course, had to be forfeit. She arranged that I was to offer a sacrifice, and to my horror, I found that it was to be my own daughter who was being held against my debts by the priestesses. When I hesitated, the priestesses, some possibly bribed by Jishna, pounced. They slew my daughter to appease Loth, and had me suffer this punishment. I had no interest in their senseless wars, nor cared if I lived or died. I found these others and followed them. Desire for restoration has given me some form of purpose. Yours is a sad tale. It is the lot of those who fail in Drow society. What aid do you seek from me? Our leader Velis claims a cure is nearby that would restore us to our proper forms, and you believe I can obtain it. Please see Velis. He has more information on the matter. We have spoken to him already, and will do what we can to help. I look forward to your return. Okay, so something about hostages and gems. I'm assuming I'm going to have to deal with that later. The thing advises me not to continue with the Beholders until I finish this questioning, so that makes sense. Greetings, Surfacer. We much desire your aid. Please see Velis to discuss it further. Who are you? I must have your name, Surface Denizen. I'm Sir Stephen Lioness, and this is Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand. Now, who might you be? I am Rabelas, formerly of House Venisthraya. I was an officer, head of my mistress's guards, among the most favored of her servants. An attack was made on my mistress, matron mother of our house, by one of her daughters. A force of renegade drow attacked in the night. Our men were victorious, and my mistress strangled her wretched daughter with her own hands. The drow princess tried to kill her own mother, who strangled her herself? It is the way of the great drow houses. Surely you're not unfamiliar with our matron's customs, how daughters are expected to attempt the overthrow of their mothers, and those who fail are put to ignominious death. I've heard of such things, but what of you? I was badly wounded in the attack, healed at the local temple of Lolth. I was thence unable to return to the service in my former capacity. The priestesses prevailed on my mistress to leave me in their charge and indulge their bodily cravings. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I remember some of those things in the book. They considered successful military males such as myself to be of greater value in such service. I had often been called on by my mistress to provide for her in this way, and counted it an honor to do so. She had great power, and my attentions were considered satisfactory. I can only imagine that she gave in to the priestess's demands because they had some hold over her. Perhaps the attempted coup had weakened her more than I was given to know. Poor guy. Basically just sold into sex slavery. From sex slavery, but slightly better sex slavery, I suppose. Perhaps she just forgot you. I have later learned that one of the daughters I had sired was successful in overthrowing my mistress, whose name I may no longer pronounce since I am no longer of her house, and she is passed on to the great unknown. I took no joy in my new duties. My mistress had been virile and powerful. These priestesses were petulant, febrile, grasping hags who killed only the helpless. I was disgusted by them. That can't have been a boon to your continued employment. One of the high priestesses became enraged with my listlessness and ordered my immediate execution. Seeing that I had nothing to lose, I told her what I thought of her and her feet sisters. I pulled out a knife I had hidden, slew her with it, and turned to see how many I should bring down with me in the name of my mistress ere I was slain. Instead, I was immobilized by some cowardly magic. When I woke up, I was as I am now. I escaped the Dryder colony and came across Valis and Iphingia, who is strong in some ways I do not understand. She worships a strange god, Illustre. You worship some other god? I know aught of gods. I served only my mistress. Since my transformation, I found respect for Iphingia. Were I free of this form, perhaps I might serve her. What aid do you seek of me? Our leader Valis claims that a cure is nearby that will restore us to our proper forms, and you believe that I can obtain it for you. Please see Valis. He has more information on the matter. We have spoken to him already, and will do what we can to help. I think I'm going to wander about before I go across the bridge, though, because I want to see what else is around. I feel like I missed a quest queue somewhere, which is not the end of the world. I can probably still get it. Greetings, in the name of Illustre, Surfacer. May I know your names? Greetings to you, denizen of the Underdark. I am Sir Stephen Lioness, and this is Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand. So you are a worshipper of Illustre? Aye, and I have suffered for it, but I can worship Lady Silverhair in this form, as well as my true one. I am Iphingia, her servant, and I sense that you can help us escape our sufferings. But you would learn more from Valis over there. He is our leader. And how did you come to be in this form? I am of common stock, and was born a low-level priestess of Lolth in Uzbagash, south and east of here. We children of the temple were raised in common, the boys to be soldiers and servants, and the girls to be priestesses and fighters. Not a few of us were sacrificed to Lolth ere escaping childhood. I saw companions slain on the altar, and even my own mother, or she whom I supposed to be her. The male who approached me in secret, claiming to be my father, was later put to death by one of the high priestesses, for reasons never made clear, but such was the arbitrary nature of life in the Temple of Lolth. He who claimed to be my father brought me gifts and gave me advice on bearing the torments of such an upbringing, but always in secret. The reason became clearer the day I saw them rend his flesh off with tentacle rods and burn his beating heart on a side altar. His were the only kind acts I had seen to that day, and he was now dead. After I had been through 2 periods of fertility and been joined in the flesh to males, though without children, and without regard to whether it gave pleasure or not, I was to enter the postulancy as a priestess of Lolth. My first task was to enter Surfacer home by stealth, murder a small child, and bring his fresh heart to the altar in the temple. After entering the home, I approached the child's bed, knife raised. The child sat suddenly up, and in those wide eyes I saw my own reflection, the grim look on my face, the knife in my hand. Were I true Jiao, I should have admired my own power and cunning, the power of death in my hand. Instead, I felt sick. It was as if I was looking with that terrified stare, my own childhood gaping in horror at what I'd become. I lowered the knife and thought to plunge it into my breast when I heard a voice coming from the little one, whose eyes were now closed. But it was no child's voice. It was calm, majestic, firm, yet gentle. It bade me take no life, not even my own, and asked my life of me instead. That was you. Oh, hey! I remember a nightmare as a child. I sat suddenly up and saw a figure standing over me with a knife. When I rubbed my eyes, the figure had changed to a silver-haired woman who soothed me back to sleep. I never forgot the quality of her voice, which seemed reflected in that of Tyr when he came to me many years later. That child was you. I cannot say, my lord. Nor can I. Who knows how many times this scene has played itself out, the goddess rescuing some surface child while at the same time delivering a drow from slavery to Lolth. I would hope, however, that I stand before the one through whom my Lady Illustre came to call me to salvation. I would consider it so, and I pray that your life, spared by the goddess's grace, has been lived in a manner worthy of her kindness to you, though you knew not of it. Aribeth's face looks grim but thoughtful. There are those who would say it has not, but I am not among them. Her eyes shine briefly at your words. The voice, as I say, spoke to me, asking that I turn my life over to her care. I wished to do so, yet was uncertain. She bade me return, however, making a magic such that one of my possessions, a potion for use in my escape, should I be discovered, was turned into what seemed a child's heart. She told me to flee the temple as soon as I could, as my rejection of Lolth would soon be found out. I returned with the heart and was accepted into the postulancy for Lolth's priesthood. Having no further heart for Lolth, I knew that I should flee, and had several opportunities. It is said that Lolth sends demons to kill those who leave her service, yet I hesitated. Unsure of my loyalties, of what I had heard and seen, I lingered, refusing to acknowledge the danger I even then knew myself to be in. The inevitable happened, of course. The potion that the goddess had transformed was noticed as missing. It was assumed that I used it for my escape rather than my own stealth. I was brought before the priestesses, and I would not swear fealty to Lolth, as I was no longer hers, nor, of course, was yet Illustre's. My hesitation in committing to her service, I knew even then, was the reason for my suffering. I knew it would not matter what I did. My life was forfeit in any case. Instead, I was transformed into this hideous shape. My mind, however, was not destroyed. I was sent through the catacombs under the temple to a holding place for Dryder troops. When the order came for us to march to certain death and yet another pointless underdark campaign, I scuttled through a side passage, making my escape. I felt a poke at my spider abdomen, and I heard a voice whisper. It was Valis. He had hidden among the Dryders, moving from colony to colony for who knows how many years. He had seen the intelligence in my eyes, and bade me join him. You've been with this Valis for some time. We have not separated since we first joined some years ago. I have traveled with him across the Underdark, seeking some way to be restored to our true shapes. These others have joined us in that time. I gather your feelings for him are not exactly drow-like. I am no longer drow. I did not serve Illustre when I was cursed into this form, but have come fully into her service since. And yes, I love Valis, though I cannot speak so openly of it to him yet. His is a life consumed with hatred of Lolth, and a desire to thwart her will. You find that creditable? Hatred of such evil is no vice, but neither is it necessarily a virtue. Not if the hatred displaces its object, and becomes an end in itself. Valis has not yet reached such an extremity, or at least so I hope. You cannot tell? Our Dryder nature tears at us, clouding civilized thought, goading us to blind hatred and violence. Even my prayers, too, in relationship with Illustre, scarcely suffice to maintain my sanity. Who knows what we will be like if we are restored to our former self, or to our true selves? You wish my help. Valis is convinced that the cure for our condition lies not far away. You should speak to him. We have, and we'll do what we can to help. I sense that you will succeed, and I'm very grateful. I look forward to your return with the means of our restoration. All right, well, as mentioned, it indicates that I should not go through the Beholder Cave until I deal with this. So, that's good to know. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be where I think I'm supposed to go. I do want to wander about a little bit, though. Because, as I mentioned, I think I've missed a plot trigger somewhere. And that bugs me. I do not like missing things. So, let's go up that way. There's some rough. Okay. The locked cave, Tullykin. Okay. So Something about hostages in a gym was what that conversation option said. Alright. Drugo Brenthalin. Alright. Save here and see what the fuck this guy's about. Yeah, fuck it.
Greetings and well met.
Greetings to you, surfacers. Forgive me if my manner is not welcoming. Our people are not welcoming of outsiders in the best of times, and doubly so since the theft of many of our folk and of the belly of Tully Rumpkin. Ah, there's Fear Neblin. Who are you? I am Drugo Brenthalin, priest of Tully Rumpkin, though now I am but a workman, a survivor of a great disaster of the past underyear, working to repair our damaged gates. What happened? We have lived here peacefully under the watchful eye of our god until one day some evil force blew open the rock while yonder. A black-caped figure rode us through astride a shadow dragon, followed by a host of eye tyrants and their Etten slaves. They smashed the gates of Tullykin, our village, and stole what of our folk they could find and did not kill, taking them back to be slaves in the eyes of the eye tyrants. The black-caped one stole the belly of Tully Rumpkin. What is the belly of Tully Rumpkin? Tully Rumpkin is one of the 1002 faces of the gnome deity. We of the depths may only know one name in our lifetime. Our surface cousins may know more. I don't know. We of Tullykin know only this name and worship only this face, the face of Tully Rumpkin. Every underyear, I know not such time maybe in surface years, as Fair Neblin babe may see 12 such, ere he ceases to suckle his mother's teat. We gather in this place, and the high priestess for the underyear will rub the belly of Tully Rumpkin, and the god will laugh, and see the fountains of Fumar, the great sea yonder, will spout forth in joy as the light leaps through the village, and the stern gray walls dapple with glistening colors, and our people join in the sacred stone dance. But we have not danced in this underyear, and may not again for many more to come, for gone are our people, and gone is the belly of Tully Rumpkin. And if I, as high priest, cannot rub it, we cannot dance, and the fountains lie silent, and the rock walls somber, we know not how many such underyears will pass as the light memory grows dim and Tully Rumpkin remains silent. So we stand bereft. We have buried our dead, and what few of us are left go about our lives as best we can, but our light is dimming. Our folk languish in slavery. We may come in time to forget our god. What death, surfacer, could be worse? Hello, Plunge. How are you? Did you finish your community shuffle for today? I was sad that neither of my choices came up this time, but that happens. Maybe next time. Definitely looked like you were having fun when I snuck out. I am in the Underdark with my girlfriend, and I am collecting quests. I have found a colony of Driders who are sentient. Sad? Nah, not really. Hello, Toasty. How are you? Yeah, I really do love that emote you made for me, Plunge. It looks so cool. Alright, anyway. Back to this. I know not Priest Brenthalin, and to this black stranger, I believe my lady and I can shed some light. Surely, my lord, these people measured their underyears as we of the surface would measure a season. It would have been about a season ago that our erstwhile nemesis, the vile Sislake, must have chanced this way. Aw, poor Toasty. Didn't one of yours show up? I thought I saw something with the name Toasty on it. What were your two choices, Toasty? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it didn't? Okay. I'm thinking of something else, I'm sure. Too bad. I'm sure they'll come up eventually. Honestly, Plunge is very close. Oh, the mystery dungeon. Plunge is very close to the end of mine, I think. So, I astride the shadow dragon we bested outside the upper entrance. You encountered this evil creature? We slew a demi-lich not long ago that appears to match the description that you have given. You have slain that vile thing, and its steed, but clearly that neither returns your people, nor gets you your god's favor back. Verily, may we not come to the aid of these poor people? I think it'd be the right thing to do. We see eye to eye once again. Now, how may we be some... Now we're gonna go with this. How might we be some help? You'll help us. Yes, I see that you will. Oh, bless your God. The gem is so big. Okay, here's the hostages and gem that popped up in the questions I had for the Drider. The gem is so big, it will look red if it's not in its rightful place in our temple and shines with an inner light. Neither my priest nor I saw whither the fiend that took the belly of Tullyrumpkin. He cast a darkness spell as he mounted his beast and lit high in the air. We could see no light from the gem and have no sense of its whereabouts. I am certain, however, that it is being held by the Eye Tyrants. The fiend would have no use for it and would find its presence painful to endure. The Eye Tyrants would likely be able to tap its divine properties so as to strengthen their hold on our people, but they would have to keep it at some distance. Stealing it without harming our people should be possible. Should we not first seek the release of your enslaved townsmen? Surely they have greater surely they are of greater value than even the most marvelous gem. Surely they are, but their welfare is the concern and business of our God. I do not think that you could effect their release without doing pitched battle against the captors. While you might prevail, few of our folk would. I mean, that's fair. Would I suspect survive? No, my lord. I beg you, please concentrate on returning the gem. With it, I will bring our people back. It will then be safe to attack the Eye Tyrants. Alright. I have little offer to aid you, save this Rod of Resurrection, though I pray that you will have no cause to put it to use. Ooh, I get a third Rod of Resurrection. Nice. And how might we return the gem? Over the hill overlooking our town, to the south of where we stand, there is an abandoned entrance to the Eye Tyrant's lair. We have not explored it in many years, but we know whether it leads. Blah. We have seen no enemy come out of that hole for many years this town has stood. Blah. I am tripping over my tongue today. We have already been inside, and there met a group of Driders who have asked our aid. In exchange, they have offered to give us some magical items that I'm sure will be some help in obtaining the gem. Driders will aid you? They were once drow, transformed into those hideous forms by the evil of the goddess Lolth. They are convinced that a means lie nearby that can restore them. The way to it, so they believe, lies through a cavern to be accessed from inside your town. I see little to be gained by transforming an enemy from one form to another. They worship the Spider Queen of their own will, and now seek release from the bitter and inevitable fruit they themselves sowed. And yet restoration may be a step towards redemption. And why may not one so succored desire at least and why may one I cannot say this fucking line of dialogue. And why may not one so succored desire at the least to set aside outright animosity? At the very least, they may be persuaded to remove themselves from your town's back door. True enough, I suppose. It is not the norm for my people to come to the assistance of such as these. How may I help? They believe that the cure they seek may be reached by means of a cave, the entrance to which lies within the bounds of Tullykin. Aye, I think I know of where you speak. The cave is through these gates and to the south. The gate has long been locked, as long as we've dwelt here. One of our folk found a key many years ago. Every attempt to enter that place has resulted in at least one death at the hands, so it is said, of invisible assailants. None of us have dared try the door for many a year. As High Priest, I have the key in my keeping, and you will give it to me? If it will help our people, so be it. Perhaps you can remove from this cave whatever haunts this place. Here is the key. My thanks when you enter, or take care when you enter, and that I will, my thanks. I do not know why I'm having such trouble with this poor guy's dialogue. Okay. Locked cave. Tullykin. And there's still this cave. Unused cave entrance. Interesting. Alright. Well, let's go inside. Or do I want to go see what's south first? I'm going to save here. I want to do a quick exploration of the south. Because I know where I'm supposed to be now. want to go full up or not up enough? Okay. Can do full up. Okay, I actually want to be there. Alright, never mind. I've gone too far up. Woohoo. Oh, fuck. 1 sec. Teach me to charge my fucking phone. I cannot keep an eye on the chat without that. There we go. Alright, where the hell am I? Yes, I was going around as I recall. Okay. Can I get down here? Interesting. I don't think I can. I should be able to, I feel like. But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Huh. I wonder if that's a way to come out of the cave. Then. Alright, well, I have now looked over here. There's, I think, the locked cave I need to go to. There's Tullykin, the Serenneblin village. I want to meet some deep gnomes. I like deep gnomes. They're fun. I quite enjoyed them when I read Exile. They seemed like reasonable people, which is rare in these sorts of books. Okay. So, let's go inside. Thank you, Drago. I hope to be able to save your people. That? Oh, some sort of thing. Can I go up here? Oh, it's a house. That's a very cool looking house. Why are there bars on the windows though? Do you need bars on your windows? Seems like awkward. Please, we have suffered enough. Go away. Fair enough. I think maybe afterwards it might be a place to explore some more though. Because as I discovered in the first game, sometimes places that are locked initially unlock, and then I miss subquests. And I will not miss a subquest if I can possibly avoid it. Please, we've suffered enough. Go away. Okay. They're all the same. Yeah, I think once I'm able to save them, I bet I can talk to them, and that would be cool. I want to talk to them. Talk to them. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so I think this is the door in the cave. I will save. Again. Still. Cave. Of Doom. Probably not Doom. I feel like I'm pretty well equipped right now. Alright. Oh, hey look. There are things I can kill. Are you guys undead? Let's find out. Apparently not. Too bad. You are, however, quite killable. Oh, I keep forgetting to give her her shit back. That's why she's dying. Her health is so bad. Okay, remind me I need to give her her shit back.
Battle is on!
Alright, can I access your inventory now? Stop that. Wrong fucking button. Okay. Inventory. Alright, let's see, where's her shit? There it is. Shield. Cloak. Bracer. Amulet. Belt. Boots. Ring. And ring. Alright. There we go. She's somewhat more dressed. That should help. See her weapon, actually. I wonder if there'll be a smith in this version. That would be cool. Still a nice sword. Alright.
An end to this evil.
It would probably help if I were killing the same thing as she was, because then we could kill them faster.
An end to this evil.
There we go. There we go. Well, so far so good. Not too bad, huh? Oh, a thief's ghost.
I'll
Neat.
kill you! You'll see!
That was fun. Alright. Oh, remains. Let's go loot the remains. Oh, there's more remains. I've been... Oh my. A cloak unidentified, a short sword, and armor unidentified. That looks thiefy. Do I have any potions of lore? Because I'm very curious. I don't think I do, sadly. Oh, I do. Okay, let's take a look. One. Cloak of the Bat. Known only by his nickname, Stiletto the Thief became renowned for his amazing skill at burglary. He claimed he could get in and out of the most secure, heavily guarded rooms without ever getting caught. Once, on a dare, he snuck into Zendel Keep and stole a ring from Fizula's high chambers. Getting in seemed to be easy, but escaping turned out to be more difficult. When Stiletto found himself surrounded by multiple guards, the secret of his career was revealed. Stiletto turned into a bat and flew out the window. Holy shit, look at that! Armor bonus +2, dark vision, hide +10, and spell immunity darkness. Alright, well we are keeping that because I feel like that's going to be really useful in the near future. Because I remember hearing something about darkness. Roguelings. Armor of this type began to appear in the lands adjacent to Thay in the year of Smoldering Spells, 1020 DR. As an irremovable coating of soot has blackened it, dulling noise of movement and making it ideal for stealthy endeavors. Close examination, however, reveals that the charring was not the result of externally applied heat, but suggests the original owner suffered some sort of Thavian-induced combustion. This lends a very morbid feeling to the suit. +3 usable by rogue, hide and move silently. Well, I can't do much with that, but it is kind of cool. Short sword. Ichthia's neck knife. Spellcasters facilitate research by bartering magic, and though the practice does not usually span across planes, some resources just cannot be had locally. Such is the case for Ichthia, a sorceress currently peddling fine-crafted implements of death. Though never seen, the cost of her shadowy aid is well known. She barters in souls, usually with people not aware of their worth. The original owners of a neck knife are often dead on the inside themselves. +2 and vampiric regeneration +3. Well, I have to admit, I quite like that. Okay, let's unpause. And that's my bag of holding. So, the only one of these I think I would end up using is possibly this, and that depends on if we end up encountering some magical darkness. I hope there's a shopkeeper eventually. But I got shit I can carry it with, so it's all good. 50 gold. Why do the undead have money? Is there an economy in the Underdark? I sometimes wonder this. Let's save again. When in doubt, keep fucking saving. Oh! A ghost that talks. Oh, that's going to be tricky to avoid doing them harm. Well, maybe invisibility. We'll see when we get there.
Greetings.
Have you come at last? Am I to be released? Who are you? In life, I was Prudo Rackwort, a one-time scribe's assistant with a wife and 2 small children, who had dreamed so long of entering a life of wizardry that I left my family and traveled to this desolate place to enter service as an apprentice to Odwig the Redundant. Odwig the Redundant? Ogwin the Redundant. Stories tell that Odwig was a great mage who had a double of himself made some decades before his final disappearance. Some say he died, others that he became a lich. Perhaps neither is the truth. In any case, so tales tell, the double came here and built a tower within which to study the arcane arts. I got word he was seeking assistance. I cannot but curse that day. I left my wife and children to come here and undertake a 3-year apprenticeship. You left your children for 3 years? We deep gnomes age more slowly than our surface kin. The children would not age so much as you might think during the time I was gone. Besides, I sailed home regularly. Sailed? You cannot think I lived in this dark, distant, and empty place. My home is in the town of Mephibosheth, across the water. Or so it was in life. How did you die? Near the end of my 3-year apprenticeship, my master sent me here to shore up the defenses of this cave. It is the only way to enter his realm from this area, or so I was given to understand. I set a series of traps near the front door, to be sprung only by orcs or by one with evil designs on me or my master in his heart, causing him to be attacked by invisible stalkers. A guest could enter, a thief could not. I cast a holding spell on top of this pillar to place the key to the bridge in. A holding spell. It opens a gateway to another dimension, as does a bag of holding. This spell can only be pierced if one knows the correct password. I was in the process of placing the key in the dimensional door, and was about to prepare a permanent wizard's eye and voice so my master would see and speak to any prospective guest, so as to give him the password, when I felt myself grabbed from behind. You were attacked. I cannot fathom how the thief got in. He must have come through the back door somehow. I have long wondered about my old master. Oldwig was cold and callous, but I never thought him evil. However that might be, I felt my head pulled back and a dull pain across my neck. I felt a warmness down my chest and realized in a flash that my throat had been cut. Poor fellow. I still had the key in my hand, inside the dimension door. If I pulled it out, the thief would no doubt get what he came for. Resenting my impending death, I held on tight. My body slumped to the ground and my spirit left it. Only then did I realize my horrible mistake. My hand was on the other side of the dimension door, causing my spirit to be trapped here. A part of me on either side of the door. My resentment of the thief had caused me to be caught, unable to leave this place. Is that why your spirit is missing a hand? Exactly. My spirit is trapped in this place until someone shall reopen the door and reach through to extract the key. My spirit would be reunited fully in this dimension, and I should be free to leave at last. The thief frantically searched my body, the pedestal, this room, the hall. Finally he entered the room yonder, where his evil intentions caused the invisible stalkers to be released. I heard screams, one of which was cut short. His spirit never left, at least not until just now, when you banished him. Good riddance. He often tried to bother the stalkers, but they seemed to pay him no heed. He often came here to gloat over my fate and laugh at me. I had the dubious satisfaction of paid him back. Okay. But never the true satisfaction of going to my final destination, never finding out what happened to my wife and children. Instead, I could only hang here, watching my body dry up, the skin turn gray and it gradually flake off. Ew. My bones, such pathetic little things, grow dry and white and brittle. I have no sense of time. My master never came to check on me. Perhaps he had found something to do with the thief. Perhaps others who employed the thief found another way in and killed him. I don't know. Could the thief's spirit tell you? He would have found no pleasure in that. In fact, he quickly lost all ability to communicate at all, becoming increasingly bestial, failing to take notice of anything else until some living creature should enter to be attacked in the thief's spirit's rage. So we found out. Is there some way we can help you? I suspect our purposes parallel one another. You no doubt seek the key to the bridge yonder. It's the only way to get it. The only way to get it is if I intone the password and you reach in and retrieve it. When you do so, my spirit will be at last released from its centuries-long prison. Well, I'll gladly free you. All I must do is reach in the pillar for the key. I must first vocalize the password. Tondri Plango. You sense a change has taken place on the pillar nearby. So, let's reach the pillar. There's the key. I'm going to take the key. I'm free. I can leave this place at last. I do not know how to thank you. I would have willingly freed you regardless, but I'm glad to have the ski. I trust that you will find what you need. I'm loath to ask, but there's one more thing you might do for me. My bones do not belong in this lonely place. Please take them back to my hometown and bury them in my family's plot. Okay. I'll do that. Why would I just leave them there? That's just mean. I must now seek for the souls of my wife and children, in hopes that I may join them. If it is given me to do so, I will reward you. Ah, no reward is necessary. Thank you once again, and farewell to you.
Excuse me, but before we go any further...
Ah, I get to talk with Aribeth. Yes, lady. Do you smell that, lord? Yes, I cannot place the smell. Is it some sort of vegetable? Given that Master Prudo was a gnome, I would guess turnips, but that's not the odor I detect. No, it's rhubarb, I think. Rhubarb. I once had the acquaintance of one Roderick Liverworth, a dignified and quite elderly gnome from Basingstoke, at the foot of the mountains far to the east. Unlike most of his kind, he did not relish turnips, preferring an odd gray-colored form of rhubarb that he said grew underground. It had a distinctive odor, which I had not smelled for many years, until now. It's not an unpleasant one. Perhaps I shall try this delicacy some day. So you suspect that this odor must somehow be indicative of Master Prudo's presence? You may be disappointed, Lord. I should not be surprised if there is a connection between Master Prudo's ghosts and the odor we just detected. Where else should it have come from in this close darkness? Still, he's gone to find his family in the great beyond. I suppose we should never be too sure. Cannot disagree. Shall we be on our way? Well, I got to rescue poor gnome guy, who seems to have had a bit of ill luck. Oh, let's get his body. Alright. His remains. Symbolized by one bone, but presumably there's more. Okay, the bones of Prudo Rockwort. Let's see. Across the water from Telekin. A boat is docked in Telekin, and there might be an ability to take it across the water. Okay, well that seems fair. I would like to get this guy buried. He seems like a nice sort, and even if he weren't, this is kind of a crap place to be laid to rest. Alright. I'm not missing any other doors, I think. Alright.
Excuse me.
Oh, yep,
but
okay.
Before we go any further...
Yes? So, Stephen, what do you think of that little fellow's sad fate? I think his story was an unhappy one, but I'm hopeful that his spirit will do well now. I'm glad we had the opportunity to help. As am I, yet I cannot escape an important question. Yes? And what question is that? Why should that little fellow suffer so, when he's done no wrong? He seems to me aught but a kindly, good-hearted chap, who wished to care the better for his family. Yet he was sentenced to centuries of lingering undeath, for nothing worse than momentarily resenting the circumstances of his own cowardly murder. What sort of God would allow such gross injustice to happen? See, this is why I'm thinking Tyr might not be the best choice for her. Because there isn't an answer to this. There isn't. And I think that there are personalities who can deal with that, and personalities that don't deal with that well. And I think maybe she's one that wouldn't deal with that well. Oddly enough, I think if you're inclined towards a true-hearted view of justice, you might not actually want to pursue that as a calling, because you end up exposed to all the ways that it fails. That's my thought anyway. But maybe. You've asked such a question before, my lady. Aye, that I have, and I suffer greatly for it. I questioned the justice of Tyr following Fenthic's execution. Before I knew what I had done, I was leading the Luskan army against Neverwinter. Perhaps that experience should make me loath to question the god's justice. But I cannot seem to help it, and I can't minimize its import. Do you honestly think that what you were put through by the wicked Morad was Tyr's punishment for questioning him? No, I suppose not. I allowed my questions of my god and my guilt at asking those questions to become a conduit by which evil might enter my heart. And once there, it metastasized into madness and villainy. Metastasized? Metastasized. That's it. I've heard that word before. Metastasized. That's how you pronounce it. Tell me, lady, is it our part to understand evil and its manifestations in this life, or to fight it as the gods gift us and give us the opportunity. Now, there you bring me up short, my lord. In my younger days, I now recall hearing such things. The priests used to say we are not to be given answers to some questions. I don't know if I understood them. They were of the shorter-lived races, and what would they know of patience, or so I thought. So what they were saying is that we would not be given the answers to the problem of evil. We must live them out by kindness, charity, faithfulness, and in some circumstances, the pursuit of redemption. And redemption, my lord, cannot be earned. It is a gift of the gods that can only be properly received when one is prepared by a life of virtue, the habits of which are developed through service, loyalty, and love. I think we are slightly veering away from canon Forgotten Realms doctrine, but not as overtly as the other stuff. So I'm not gonna complain about that. And here in the world, I like though the religious talks and philosophical talks, because I feel like they make sense for a paladin or former paladin and a current paladin to talk about a lot, even if I don't necessarily agree with the conclusions. Okay. And here in the world have I chosen to serve you in honor, fealty, and love. I look into your eyes, and I see thither deep pools of charity that would wash away the stain of my dishonor, that would restore all the endless years of Master Pruder's suffering, that would undo war, plague, and madness. In them I see a power that neither of us can fully realize in this life without the aids of the gods. In your eyes I see love. Love as I thought cast from the world with Fenthic's death. Love such as I thought had perished from my life, such as I thought of a time never to see again. Love such as I could never earn, never be worthy of. Such love can only be a free gift. It touches me that you should see in my eyes that which I would give with all of my soul and body. And I you, my lord, would that my eyes could hold such depths of love as I see in yours, and would that I could give you to slake such thirst as you have by means of that heady draught, now which I find in my longings quenched. Okay. Heady draught, which I now find my longings quenched. Ugh. I am tripping over this dialogue a little bit. I'm out of practice. But come, my lord, we have a task to do, ere we might drink so deeply of one another. Yet no banging in the hallway. Let it to us then, my lady, my love. She smiles warmly as the two of you turn back down the dark hallway. I think we're still in the courtly love phase, anyway. So, no banging in the hallway yet. Perhaps eventually. Alright. Woohoo. Some obscure corner of the Underdark. Again. Oh, I am here. Okay, I was wondering how we get to this way. This makes sense. I lost a bridge key. Oh, 1 second. Do I need to worry about that? Maybe, maybe not. What the heck? Alright, my computer's decided to be weird. I'm not going to deal with that. As long as this still works, I think I'm okay. Spider cave. Woohoo. Well. This is interesting. Oh, there are some spiders. And there are some more spiders. Let's go this way. Or shoot, she's going that way. Well, we'll see. If one of us dies, that just kind of happens. Yeah, her health seems to be going okay. God, I like improved evasion. Oh, well. Oh, hello. Want to help me open the chest? Still a little weird that she can open locks, but okay.
There, that should help.
Blade Thirst. I don't know that I remember hearing, or I don't know what this spell does. Let me look at that. It is a Ranger level 3 spell. You grant a slashing weapon a +3 enhancement bonus. Huh. Okay. Never heard of it. Good to know. Alright. Okay. Okay. There's some more cocoons to loot. It's sad that people died for spiders, but it is nice that it leaves their stuff for me to loot. There's always a silver lining, I suppose. Oh, these things. Okay. Can I burn them? I wonder. There were a couple modules where this actually worked in. I don't know if it will work here. Ah, sadly no.
All fun and games.
Just whacking it instead. Whacking it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright. Now let's see what the hell that thing was. What the fuck? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So, okay. Alright. Sorry about that. I was just distracted by something. But it is now resolved. Let's kill some more spiders. On the plus side, they are not very difficult to kill right now. It's possible that I went a little overboard with amping up the sword.
An end to this evil.
No wonder.
I'll kill you. You'll see.
Oh, that was nice.
Someone give me a hand.
Oh, I did get
Too much
bitten,
to
but
carry.
still. That was kind of fun. Remind yourself, breath weapons when you're attacked by a giant swarm of spiders is fun. And we're both poisoned, so we probably will need to rest a little. I think I've got some neutralized poison spells. I usually don't remember to do anything with them, but I might as well, right? Here, let's heal her first. There we go. And let's heal me next. Ah, it worked. Well,
I can do that.
magic wand unidentified. Well, I used my one potion of lore, so it will have to remain unidentified for some time. Barrel. A chest. Alright. I'm thinking that if I get to the point of carrying the riders, I might call it a night. But, never know. Maybe not. Ooh, gold. Sadly, I'm not getting the thousands of gold at a time that I was getting in that other place. But that's okay. That's alright. Probably for the best. Why would so much gold be in the Underdark just randomly?
Someone give me a hand. This is...
Poison again. Well, got another neutralized poison. Might as well use it. Because honestly, I think that's cheaper than the restoration stuff. If I just let it run its course. Ooh, a diamond. I do like me a diamond. I can give it to the girlfriend.
I can do that.
Go buy something. Really? I was kind of expecting you to pick the lock, but okay.
That should help.
Alright. I guess I can't be too upset. What's in it? Oh! Well, that's pretty. Not as cool as the one she's got, but that'll definitely sell for something nice. Really? There we go. There we go. All right. Let's delete that. Spiders. All right. Let's see what's in here now. Oh, Aribeth's corner. The spider golems even. Oh, you know what? I wonder. There we go. Stop that. No, I wanted to put this on, thank you. Alright.
For Neverwinter!
Oh god, that was a critical miss on a reflex save. Really? Yeah. Just
The battle
hit
is
him.
on!
For the glory of Tyr!
Well, slowly pinging him down. Ah, there we go. Oh, shoot. There we go. There we go. Really? You fucker. I'm stuck here again. Alright, well,
The battle is...
there we go. Asshole. I should have moved. It's my own fault. What's that thing? A door. Alright. There we go. Okay, doesn't look like there's anywhere else around to be concerned about. So let's go into this cool looking tower. Tower level 1. Oh. So I'm guessing there will be multiple levels to this cool looking tower. Okay. I like the decor. Gotta admit, as annoying as I find the drow in a lot of ways, they do have good decorating tips. Though I don't know if Ogwild is a drow. I was kind of making the assumption, but that doesn't necessarily need to be true. Just need to get a better glimpse of this fucking room. Okay. So there's a doorway. Some stairs up. Okay. So that will take me to the next level. So let's look around and see what's this way before we go up. Bookshelf. Anything to steal. Why would they have a book on the trade of blades in Neverwinter? I mean, it's randomized loot. That's the real reason, but I still think it's funny. It's like, apparently, this Underdark wizard is interested in the goings-on of... Ooh. Well, that's a pretty one. Don't know what it is, but it's a pretty one. Maybe cold iron blade? Of course, when you're in a mod, it's hard to say because they can use the appearances of the sword for pretty much anything. Okay. Save. Go this way. T for tower. Tower. Alright. Let's go up. At least it seems to be a small tower. Oh, did I miss something down there? Hold on. I was just wondering if I missed something. Shit. Loading area. Nope, that's just the exit. Okay. You didn't see it, but I poked my screen like an imbecile. Oh well. Alright, so, let's see. The autosave makes me think that I'm about to get my ass kicked. Or possibly, given my teammate's very strong, and so am I, perhaps not my ass kicked. Let's talk to this mysterious wizard.
Pleased to see you.
Oh! He's not a drow at all. He's a halfling wizard. Continually distracted. I'm not sure if he's seen me. I don't think I've met a halfling wizard before. Not in this game, anyway. Oh my, how did you get in? Oh dear. You had to get past my constructs downstairs. My, well, aren't you something? I wouldn't think Benny could do that. Prepare to meet my wrath, diminutive friend. Alas, we were attacked without warning and forced to do irrevocable damage to your spider golems. Oh, think nothing of it. Plenty more where those came from. I'm a researcher. Spiders, of course. Lots of spiders in the world, as you might have noticed. Not a bad thing to understand how they got about so well, I shouldn't think. Not a bad thing at all, wouldn't you say? Why were we attacked? Oh, I should have thought it obvious. I'm a wizard conducting experiments in a mechanical imitation of spiders. Seems like this guy should really be a gnome instead of a halfling, but okay. My golems weren't built to attack you in particular, or anyone else per se. I never get visitors, and I simply didn't think in terms of protecting them when I built my golems. Sorry about that. You are Odwig the Redundant, I presume? Odwig the what? Oh, no, of course. The chap who built this place, I must presume. Well, no. No, I'm not Odwig the, whatever. I took an interest in spiders after watching them in the woods near our little halfling village. I wanted to protect our people from them, and so began my studies. The experiments required collecting specimens, and so could not be conducted near our village. So as to protect the safety of our people, I started casting about for a place where I could study without endangering anyone. Well, except the odd visitor, of course. Sorry again about that. So you came down here. It's not easy to find a safe place in the Underdark, but there are abandoned wizard towers such as this one. An aura of some sort still seems to protect this place, or perhaps enemies have gotten so used to staying away. And, well, be that as it may, I've been able to work away undisturbed for some years now. I like this guy. I raised spiders for examination in the cave across from the tower. We've made their acquaintance. Oh, I see. Well, you asked who I am. My name is Algorinar Patty Shortcake of Ficklewood, west of Olgoth's Beard, near Baldur's Gate. Algorinar... Yes, we Patty Shortcakes are a well-respected family among our kin, just as I'm sure both of your names are held in honor in your places of origin. I like this. The lady flashes ever so brief, ever so sharp, but pained look in your direction. I know that they have no idea who's playing them, but the backstory I've made up for the Sun's Pantaloon Lionesses, I feel like, yes, that is true. I see. Now, you must have come all this way for a reason. Well, your investigations have gone beyond the effort to understand the motion of spiders. Ah, yes, to drive a golem downstairs, you mean. Yes, of course. Humanoid-style golems are well known and understood. Their ability to move and keep their balance have long been a limitation. I found that spider-based can greatly improve the mobility and stability of the constructs I've designed. And has their ability to join a spider base with a humanoid one, giving you some insight into how to reverse the process. Reverse the process? I suppose, yes. I suppose I could. Of course I could. Why would I? The combination has proven quite effective. I tell the wizard about Valas and his companions, and their offer of assistance in exchange for a cure. Restoration of Driders. Yes, well, I think we could do something about that. Let me see. I have some... Yes, there it is. Some... Oh, that much is left. Well, I never. And where's that? Oh, of course. And what's because some of... After a fair bit of fumbling... Why am I walking this way? Okay. The halfling turns to you with an odd look in his bespectacled eyes. Serve a god, do you? Good, good. I see that you do. Well, as you know, I can't exactly ask Mister to protect us anymore. Not that she'd be all that keen on it anyway. So pray to, whoever it is you pray to, and let's get started, shall we? You glance at Aribeth, who seems to be offering as sincere a prayer as you've seen from her lips, only can't quite make out to whom it's addressed. You join in silently. Abracadabra, hocus pocus, alashazam, shamu. You look again to the lady. She looks at you with disbelieving eyes. She silently mouths to you, alashazam, shamu. You shrug. Aha! Whoa. Well, it seems effective. And there it's done. And we even survived it. Here are some potions enough for all of your Drider friends. I hope they appreciate the risk you took to get them. I like this guy. This guy's my favorite. I want to keep this guy. Okay. And it's done. Oh, yes. I sense that you're not referring to the golems you fought on our way here. Not exactly, you see. As you were informed, your friends were not merely enchanted or transmogrified. Their essence were completely revised via the goddess's divine powers. I have the clerical, well, whatever it is, to undo the powerful change in reality, so I took a shortcut. A shortcut. I love this guy. I had to resort to time travel. Well, I see that you're not exactly friends with us exactly. What your acquaintances need is to be taken back to a time before their transformation, not undergo it, and then be brought back to the present. And in order to time travel... Wild magic. Excellent. You really are a wonder, sir, whatever your name is. My name is Sir Stephen Lioness, and this is Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand. Ah, yes, well, there you have it. We survived, didn't we? No surges, no explosions, no end to the world as we know it. Quite the success, I'd say. You might let those Driders know about the wild magic. They should be okay, though, you never know. So, well then, I can go back to my experiments, and you can go back to your, Driders, yes? Mr. Algaranar, should you not be thinking about returning to your people? Surely you've learned enough to be able to protect them at last. And I can't imagine that it's helpful for you to remain this cut off from contact with aught but mechanical spiders for company. Return? Well, no, I hadn't thought that I was all that far along. There's so much to do, and packing is such a bother. I'm sure they're getting along just fine without me. And when will you have enough knowledge? Well, let's try this. Surely, Mr. Algaranar, you have sufficient knowledge to be of help to your people. You present an irrefutable case. Indeed, I have garnered more than sufficient knowledge to attain my original goals. I have pursued knowledge for its own sake, and while not evil in itself, it can become an idol. I will return to my people forthwith. Farewell to you, Mr. Algaranar. May your God bless you in your preparations and travels. And you and the lady and yours, friend, farewell. Oh, you mustn't wish to save yourself a step, and enter the portal in the room behind me. It will send you out to the place where you first entered these dominions. All the best to you. I love this guy. Also, I love any excuse to talk really fast. It's a skill I developed a long time ago, and I never get to use. If anything, I talk too fast anyway. But it is such fun. Alright, is there anything I can loot? I probably shouldn't rob this guy who just helped us for no real reason, but his own... I want to talk to him again. I love this guy.
Pleased to see you.
Oh dear, packing's such a bother. Good day to you both. Okay, well. He is my new favorite character. Maybe I should have had body knock talk fast. Didn't think about it at the time, but it would have been good. Alright, so there's the portal that was promised. Let's see where it takes us. Oh, actually that's quite nice. We're right outside the Drider Cave. I think. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to take us all the way here. Alright, well. Let's go talk to my new friends. Hello, Valis. You return. Have you news of the cure? We have the cure. You have it. You've some way to restore us to a proper shape. Well, we passed through the tunnel you told us of. There we encountered a mage who gave us these potions that he said should restore you to your proper form. The spider portion of you will also be restored and will likely attack. There's also danger from the wild magic used in the formulation of the potions themselves. The Drido looks at each of his companions, then back at you. We understand, Surfacer, and will be prepared. We did not expect this restoration to be without risk. It will take us some time to prepare. We hope to be restored ere you return with the gem. Oh, so they're sending us up. We have the items that we discussed earlier. Do you have a suggestion for the settings of the teleportation rod? We have been requested to rescue some Sphere Neblin slaves of the Beholders in the tunnels beyond here. Very well. I will set the rod to send the little creatures back to their village. There. The rod and cloaks are yours. Farewell. I hope to greet you again, this time in my proper form. We look forward to seeing you soon, and will aid you against the spiders. Alright, well, let's see what this shit looks like, yeah? Oh, that's a fancy looking thing, isn't it? Immunity Death Magic. Saving throws Fortitude 5. Alright, well, I'm thinking I might switch out the Nymph Cloak for now. But keep it, because at some point I might need the Charisma boost. How's that looking? Yeah, still 20 Charisma is not too bad. Where is that other belt I had? Because I feel like... Or do I want her to have that? What's the Oathguard belt I was wearing before look like? Because that could be a good thing for her to have. Or would it be better for me to keep that and her to keep the cloak? Death Magic, Disease, and Fortitude plus 5. So that's kind of the same as the other thing. This is Cloak of Protection plus 5. Alright, I'll give this to her. We'll take this out for now. And there, we should both have at least some saving throw against death now. Which is good, because it annoyed me not to have that before. Alright. Do I want to continue? Maybe a little bit. Hello, Uranian. Okay. Ah, okay. I was hoping the dialogue would change. Nope. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Full circle. Beholder Cave. Alright. I've always liked those swirly doors. Guess I can go a little bit further. Oh. Who are you? Omriash. Have I met you before? Greetings, Surfacer. Greetings to you, denizen of the Underdark. Who are you? I am Omriash. I was a soldier assigned to fight for the matrons. I saw no point in it, and was convicted of cowardice for avoiding battle, and condemned to this form. I have wandered among the Drider kind for many years, blending in, moving along, setting one brute on another. Thought there was only 5 of them. I spent many years among Drider kind, meeting none with minds any longer capable of reason. I came across Valis and Ephingia, and joined with them. We have wandered long in search of a cure. I am not so sure that I care so much whether we find it. Oh, that's interesting. This one doesn't have a sad look in his eye. You're not interested in being cured? It is the search that matters, the camaraderie, being with others of my own kind, Driders capable of reason, of purpose. I never had much in the way of purpose as a drow. I am unsure whether I should be better off were I restored to such an empty existence. Though they can be killed, the drow cannot die. Their lot is one of endless hollow tedium, avarice, petty cruelty, and grubby fornication. Ambition is the only passion that matters, and how much of that would be allowed to a mere soldier? So you reject drow society? I see nothing to commend it. Driders are unthinking, bloodthirsty, and brutish, but they are not calculating. I think I prefer their company to the drow. And what think you of your companions? Huronian's attitude largely mirrors mine. Rabalas is loyal, Valis determined. It is Ephingia that stands out, though. I am not about to join with her god or any other, but she is sufficiently undrow-like to be intriguing to me. I will stay with these folks regardless of what happens, but I have no use for the drow. Thank you for speaking so freely. Success for you. To your surfacer. Interesting. Interesting. So we got a door down, and does this pathway go up or does it stop at a wall? It's a wall. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so I'm looking for a gem that I could theoretically take quietly. Oh, and I have a teleportation rod. Where's the teleportation rod? Wand of the Heavens, Wand of Lesser Summoning. Alright, where did I put the little fucker? Ah, here it is. Rod of Teleportation. 1 charge per use. I've got 3 charges. Okay. Well, so far I don't have anything to kill, which is kind of sad. I enjoy killing beholders. Let's see. Alright. This is a fairly long corridor. Ain't it? It's very quiet. Very quiet. Oh. Oh, there's the doorway up. Unless I missed the doorway up before. Okay. I don't think I did, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to walk this way a little bit more and come back. Nope, looks like I'm okay. Okay. And the map only has that little divot there, so this is probably the way I'm supposed to go. Okay. I like the music for this part. I don't remember hearing it before, but I probably did and just don't remember. Or this part of the song I don't remember hearing before. The other part I remember hearing before. Oh, someone smashed up this study. Healing kits are always good. An ale. Yes, I will drink ale that I found in a beholder's den. Why not? Who wouldn't? Probably most people with sanity, but we'll leave that aside. Oh, something to kill. I get that sense because Aribeth is running to kill something. Ah. Oh, no, 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 no. No, stand down. Stand down. Shit, I didn't think about this. No, no, no. Don't kill the Smithapson. No. Fuck. Alright, I need to reload. We need to not kill them. Shit. Ah. Can I zap them while they're still mind controlled? Alright, let's see. Alright. Where am I? Oh shit. Okay, I gotta backtrack a little bit. But I can't kill them. I need her to not fight either. Alright. I've got 2 notions on how to do this. I'm gonna take that out for now. Teleportation rod. I'm thinking I should just be able to teleport them without engaging in battle, because as we saw, with 1 hit the fucker exploded. Oh shit, is that my only potion of invisibility? I thought I had others. I think I have others. I do. Alright, let's put that in there instead. Because I feel like we're gonna need them. Okay. There we go. Alright, so let's go race him through. Oh shit. I forgot to talk to this guy first. Okay. Alright. Well, if I fail at this one, I'll just do it again. Only, less stupidly. Okay. I do not want to kill this Neverwinter. Deep gnomes are fun. They're cute. They don't deserve this bullshit. I do resent that I can't spell Neverwinter though. When I was reviewing Exiles for my Exile for my blog, I spelled that fucking name every single which way. And I mean, I'm reading a book, so I had no excuse. I could just look at the book to get the proper spelling. Did I? No. Absolutely not. Why would I do that? That would make too much sense. Okay. So, I want to try to save here, I think. And see if I can do this correctly. Yeah, this is also a Cave of Doom. Funny how that title works for so many things. Alright. Okay. Up. Over. And I do want to loot those, but I think I'll wait to see if I can get this to work first. Nope. Okay. Can I do that? You stand your ground. No killing him.
I can do that.
Ah, okay. Teleported him out. Okay. That worked out pretty well. Hopefully there's only the 3. Because that's all I got. Okay, you can follow me again. Just please don't kill. Don't kill this Neverwinter. I will not kill this Neverwinter. We'll both be happy. No killing deep gnomes. They're being mind controlled. It's not their fault. Hopefully they're not going to kill anyone when I send them back to their village. But everyone's kind of locked in their apartments anyway, so it's probably fine. I'm going to go back there and everyone's dead. They're like, he just stabbed us all. Because you sent it back without curing him first. Why would you do that? Why did you think that was a good idea? And then I'll have to be like, I didn't know, it was a failure. And then perhaps I can be consoled by my mistress. Alright. Oh, a beholder. Well, I have no guilt about killing you. That was fun. Okay. And that might be mean of me, though. I do not know if somewhere in the world there could possibly be a good beholder. There's a good drow, after all. Perhaps it is possible for a good beholder to exist. I might want to open a bag and shove these in. There we go. Oops. Stop that. Oops. Fuck. Oops. 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 Cloak, etc. Alright. So far so good. I got one. Oh, another Neblin. Let's teleport him before he gets a chance to do anything. There we go. Nice. So far so good. Now another one is going to destroy this village. No! Oh, poor Tullykin. Why would that paladin be so careless? He doomed us all. Oh. Oh, fuck. There are a lot of beholders here. Well, I know how to kill a beholder mage. Holy shit. Okay. I also should probably drink that. Okay. Yeah, that was fun.
All fun and games.
Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. That could be awkward. Am I dead? Will this wear off? Maybe not. Awkward. Okay. I might have fucked myself up. I might do a quick check to see how long this, okay. Under harder settings, it's permanent. Well, I'm playing it on normal, so it should be 1 round per hit die. So, I don't know what the fucking thing's hit die is. Alright. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. Oh, shit. I wish oh, good. Okay. I'm alive! Thank the fucking god I'm not playing this on hardcore. Pardon me for the casual blasphemy, but, I am very relieved. Alright. Now, a few more beholder mages are up here. I'm gonna try not to get petrified again, because that was not fun. I did not enjoy that. Alright. Okay. There was just mages, right? No Sphere Neblin running in there to help out. I'm a little worried about that. Like, I'll be in there in a group and end up killing the fucking poor thing. No dead Sphere Neblin, damn it. Oh. Aribeth is uninjured. That's good. Are you coming? Are you petrified? Please tell me you're not petrified. Nope, you're not. Yay. I think she counts as an NPC, and that would be very bad. Okay, there's up or down. Oh. Oh, there's the last friend Neblin. I hope he's the last one, because this is the last fucking thing I've got. Alright, let's see. That was good. Teleported him as she raced in to kill him. Like, no, don't race in to kill him. We want him alive. Alright, well, hopefully that's all we needed for that, because that's all I got. Okay. That'd be cool. Oh, fuck me. Fucking hell. Okay. Alright, well. Oh, we killed him, so that's good. That's really good. Let's kill that guy. You know what? Why do I not have this right here? Because I feel like this is a better thing to keep right here right now. On account of I am dying. And I prefer not to die. Okay. Aribeth's doing fine. I'm just the one fucking up. Ow. Is that greater missile storm or lesser missile storm? I suppose it doesn't matter. It fucking sucks the other way. Alright.
For the glory of Tyr.
Fucking great Isaac's missile storm. Fucking Isaac. Isaac and his fucking missiles. But he's from Greyhawk. They're all from Greyhawk. Fucking Big B, Mordekainen, Melf, and his fucking acid arrow. Who the fuck thinks of an acid arrow anyway? Fucking Melf. Alright, so there's still some stuff over there. I think we should rest. Okay. It was kind of fun to kill the Beholder Lord, though. He seemed like a dick. Alright. Oh, and there's a chest in here. Well, that's nice. Belt unidentified. Always good. A miscellaneous small and a miscellaneous small. Do you have any lore ability?
What is it?
Show me your inventory. Can heal. Alright. We're done talking.
Is there something else?
Nope. Okay. Damn it. She's not a bard, so she can't identify shit for me. Well, I'll just have to carry it around until I find a shopkeeper. It's an iron stone. No, I sincerely doubt it is. But maybe it'll do something else. It'd be funny if the quest item were unidentifiable and thus I couldn't complete the quest. And by funny, I mean really, really frustrating. Alright, let's see. Going around and through. Oh, 2 doorways, huh? One here and one here. Oh, well, I guess I'm going there first because I don't really have a choice. Oh shit, I got petrified again. Oh well. Yeah, I'll get better. I might die. Alright. It is kind of morally questionable that I'm happy to save this for Niblin, but the Etten slave, those ones, they're just there to die. Oh shit, she's attacking someone and I don't know who. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna reload. Because I don't know who she's killing, but I have the feeling that I'm not gonna like it. Alright. Does freedom protect against petrification? I'm not sure if it does. But actually, what do I have? 4th level? Freedom of movement. Immune to paralysis, but I don't know if it's immune to petrification. Death ward's useful though. With one of these. Maybe this will help. Because I'd really rather not get petrified. But getting petrified's annoying. Oh, no, there I've gone again. To be more tactical. Well, let's save before I actually do this so I don't have to keep walking across the same area 15 times. Okay.
An end to this evil!
No, I actually want to kill that one. Forgetting I can do this. Okay, that helped a bit, didn't it? Alright. Quaffed my healing potion.
I'll kill you.
Sorry, dude. Don't have any more teleportation to send you back. Also, I probably shouldn't send you to Neverwinter village anyway.
I can do that.
Alright, yes, that would be good. Now, who are you back here? Oh, a beholder lord. Okay, yeah, let's kill this fucker. Can I knock him down? There we go. That worked out okay. Ooh, gauntlets unidentified. Alright, I'll be back. Oops.
By the head.
Alright. Can we not open? Does it require a special kind of key? Success will never be possible. Well, I know it won't be possible for me, but will be possible for her. No, I kind of wanted you to... Maybe I can magic weapon myself some more damage.
What the? My weapon does nothing!
Alright. Well, that sucks. Wonder if there's a key I can get somewhere. Yeah, you keep doing that. That's fine. Oh, I gotta talk to it. Okay. Follow.
I can do that. I'm sorry. It can't be done.
You're about to enter when Aribeth takes you by the arm. My lord, there's an evil feel about this door. I sense it leads to the larger beholder camp. Let us not enter it until we've returned the gem to Drugo Brethren. Yes, you're right. Let us find and return the gem. Let us explore further back. Perhaps we missed the passage. Okay. Alright, so we don't want to go there yet. But I would like to open these chests. Why can I not open the chests? It bugs me.
What?
Nope, still
My
can't.
weapon does nothing.
Alright, well, we're not going to do that anymore. I'm going to make a note. Actually, wait a sec. I wonder. Would this work? Let's see. I forgot I had this. Did it open? It did! I forgot that I had that ability. Now I gotta rest because I only have one shot of it at a time, but still. Gotta love a knock ring. Okay. Knew there was a reason I kept that fucking thing. Okay. Took me forever to figure out that you're supposed to use the knock ring on yourself, not the chest. Okay. Diamond and greater restoration. Probably not worth all that stress, but you know what? It's nice to have. It's nice to have the crap. Alright. Commander ring goes off. Profirer's ring goes on. And let's go down to that passage I have not gone down, because undoubtedly that is where I need to go. Oops, I closed the door on myself. I just really like the way these doors work. I find them very soothing. Alright. Oh, a beholder cleric. Oh, that guy's a jackass. Let's get him down. No beholder clerics for us. There we go. Oh, there's more. Shit. Okay. Well, I'm not petrified yet, so that's good.
To this evil.
Okay. Ouch. I'm not enjoying this. There we go. Okay. So we've got some dead beholders. A pillar of something or other. Alright. One more room, and that looks like somewhere a gem might be. Just kind of a guess. Oh, it's a phylactery. Uh-oh. That's not good. That looks like a gem. Belly of Tully Rumpkin. I have collected it. Oh, nope. I opened those. Now, can I get back out? Okay. Ah, sadly no, probably not. Oh well. Guess I gotta walk out the long way. I don't think any of these enemies respawn, so we're probably okay. I say that, and then they'll all respawn, and they'll swarm me, and I will die. And I will go, no! Why didn't I save? That's how it tends to go. Alright, speaking of. Ah. I think it ever occurred to the beholders that these long winding corridors really just aid adventurers trying to kill them. Because then we can isolate them easier and sneak up on them easier. I mean, I'm just saying, I feel like it's not the wisest thing to have. Okay. Like, as architecture goes. Okay. Oh, a spider.
For Neverwinter!
Oh, the spider forms. I forgot about those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill those. It's like Omarash got us here. There we go. Hi. Let's talk to you.
Hello, hello.
Restored at last. Thank you, Surfacer. Please speak to Velas. Okay. I think I'm gonna have a few more spiders to kill. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, let's kill that one first.
An end to this evil.
Hope no one dies first. Okay.
For the
Nice.
glory of Tyr.
What the fuck? Do you mind, dude? Why am I entangled? You're really irritating. Yeah, I know. Hey, lady. You are a cleric, right? Could fix
Victory
me.
is mine!
Well, I appreciate the 400 points. But why is Huron trying to kill us? Excuse me. What the fuck did you just do? Okay, Iphigenia.
You are most welcome.
Restored at last. Please speak to Velas. Okay. Oh, they're there. Okay. Just, one of those things. Uranian? Okay, it's an area effect spell. That's why it's doing that. Okay, fine. Seriously? I mean, I love Cloud Kill, don't get me wrong, but right now? This is irritating. Alright.
I greet you.
Grab
Hello.
Restored at last. Alright, so let's speak to
Yes.
Velas. Free. Kind of a dorky picture, but Velas, the former Drider, has been restored to his proper form as a drow. He sends gratitude and is otherwise impassive gaze. Now restored to her original form, Hurion moves with a haughty and regal bearing. And Rabelas... Alright. The Spider Queen bested. Her punishment is at an end. We are drow once more. You've given us a cure. Come, let us gather around. Yeah, cool. Okay. So, Surfacer, no. You have a name. Oh, well, a drow asking me my name. Wow, okay. What pray is it? I'm Sir Stephen Lioness, and this is Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand. Sir Stephen, Lady Aribeth, you have my great gratitude and that of my companions. You are more than welcome, Valis. I have slunk about these dim places muttering dark thoughts of revenge for many a year, and yet I would bring my curses home to the Spider Queen if I could, damn her heart. Perhaps one day I'll be afforded the opportunity to do so, as I swore for so many years, as I festered in that hideous guise, but not just now. Now I would only revel once more in my own gray skin. I would roll in it, bathe in it, fight in it, hunt a Vagrox, march to battle, kill an enemy, defy a priestess of love. His gaze wanders slightly to the right. I would caress once more the dark beauty of a drow woman. I am restored, and that thanks largely to my own perseverance and that of my companions. In your generosity, Sir Stephen, my debt to you is greater than I can ever repay. A chorus erupts from around you. You hear several voices speaking at once. You recognize one in particular, and mine. Oh, she's got the same face as the seer, who is a major NPC in Hordes of the Underdark. Oh, understandable. Gotta have drow faces somewhere. I'm glad to have been of help, and I am particularly grateful to you both, for I see a look in Valis's eye that was not there before. Like the rest of us, he suffered the pangs of spider rage and the temptation to madness and animal fury, and now we are all delivered. We are persons again, not half-beasts. We have been through much, Ophingia. I would not have you abandon me now that we are restored, and I would not abandon you. You gladden my heart, Valis. I will stay by your side, for where indeed would any of us go? We are civilized again, but still without a home. My devotion to Illustre casts me out of drow society, whether I wish it or not. We are all of us still condemned by our own people and cast out of our homes. We only have one another. It's a feeling with which I am somewhat familiar, Ophingia. I am cast out of my own people. You needn't know the full tale, yet to travel with a beloved companion is an indescribable solace for even the loneliest of hearts. Aribeth and Ophingia gaze at each other with a deep understanding. You almost see the faint beginnings of a smile on both faces. We will travel together then. I had a sister once, Viconia by name. She had been condemned to death. I saved her. She escaped and I was punished. Oh, so that's how Valis, got his, because we didn't hear his story, now that I think about it. I would search for her, if the rest of you will join me. All the gathered drow nod in assent. Ophingia places her hand on Valis' shoulder. He places his on hers. And what of you two? Will you come with us? Alas, we have another task to do. The Beholders, the Eye Tyrants as we call them, attack the village below, and will again if we don't defeat them. This we must do, I fear, for the road of ours lies in that... For the road of... I think that's a typo. In that... Whatever, in that direction. I see, then I will help you. Now, Ophingia, I will go alone. You and the others here must gather up our belongings and begin the magics we will need to make our way to my old lands, in order to search for my sister. I will meet you anon. He gathers back to you. Do you wish my help, friend? Now you have my gratitude, Valis. I welcome your assistance. Then I will meet you inside the doorway to the Eye Tyrant City. There, we will destroy our foes. Farewell for now. Come, my friends. Alright. That'll be cool. Alright. Okay. Through a doorway northeast of the Gnome City. Alright. Well. Okay. Do I want to give the gem now or wait and do that tomorrow? Or whenever I play next? Possibly tomorrow. I think I'll wait. Cured Driders. Well, that was good. I did a good deed for today. I cured some Driders. And met some drow that, well, not all of them seemed like they were necessarily good drow. They definitely seemed more neutral and or not very hostile. So that's quite nice. So, alright. Well, I don't know about raiding anybody. Is there anyone to raid? Any suggestions on who to raid? Well, let's see. I have too many of these open. Ow. Ah, yes. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna wish everybody a good night, and crap, my thing's not really working. You know, honestly, I'm not gonna fight it tonight. Oops, did I fuck that up? I might have. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight it tonight. I'll have to rage someone twice tomorrow to make up for it. If I stream tomorrow. Probably will, though. I usually do. All right. Well, everyone have a good night. And have fun. Thank you for watching.